athletes, welcome to my flume in Horgen. I want to do a short video on high elbow above the water. I want to show you why a high elbow is not what you want to swim. Stay with me. So many of you are taught that the high elbow in the water is really what you want to swim. I want to show you there are much more easier way for a triathlete how we can handle the resting phase above the water without pulling the high elbow so high up. So I want to show you how you should do it and then how you do it. Stay with me. Okay guys, on those two clips I want you to observe the sidelines of the pool and check the waves. So from the first time I'm swimming, I'm going very slowly. There is no high elbow. I stretch my arm, I open up my shoulder, and the water surface is almost flat. And then on the second try with this high elbow stuff that you reach out too high, check out the turbulence, you know, how unsafe, how nervous the water surface is. This is negative drag, okay? This is negative drag. Lots of energy wasted, but no propulsion. Check the sideways. So this is a relatively easy speed. I'm swimming now at 1 hour for a Ironman 3.8 kilometer distance. And if you have seen, the high elbow will cause a lot of negative drag in the water because I'm pulling my elbow much too high up, and we are not swimmers. Triathletes don't have that flexibility and don't have that core strength to balance this. So I don't recommend you to really lift up the elbow high. What I recommend you, as I just showed you, is at the very end, when you do the pulling, when you finish the pulling, you open up the hand and then you go in to the swim, okay? So you do the pulling, you open up the hand and you go in there. Much easier for your shoulder because you open up the shoulder. Okay? So you finish, thumb out, then you open up here the shoulder and you're coming over. So this negative drag, just to give you an example, when you watch Tour de France in the 80s, in the 90s, when you saw Laurent Fignon, Chalabert, Delgado, and all those guys, when they did the time trialing, on the stages of the Tour de France, some of them that were a very high class overall placement, they had those supporting cars behind them, like a police guy, like their own van, and another guy sitting in the car. So the cars were behind them riding, sometimes as close as 2 meters. If you have a car close follow you behind you, what will happen? Your own turbulence behind you will be caught, will be eased up, so you have less negative drag. And that's what's all about here. Negative drag causes you to go into this direction. I want to swim into this direction. So the more I'm pulling, the more forces go left and right, the more I will be pulled back. This you will also see in the video when you see the waves when I'm swimming. So this applies in the water because the density of the water is about 800 times higher than in the air. This will apply much more. So what I want to say is you don't want to have any forces back and forth. You want to keep it very smooth. Okay? And to come back to those Tour de France guys, this can add up to about 10% gain that they actually got because they had a supporting vehicle behind them riding, kind of pushing them from behind. Nobody understood this rule because everybody thought, they are behind the rider, so this will not give him any drag. It's not so. Aerodynamic drag minus drag is caused behind the swimmer, behind the cyclist. So that's why it's so important. And it's beautiful to see in a flume because the water area is small and we have the walls on the left and on the right side. It's beautiful to see how you see swimmers who cause so much left and right forces that you will see they cause a lot of negative drag. This can be observed here in the flume. I saw it 100 times, 200 times in the last couple of years. So, exercise high elbow. You don't want to get up like this. You want to finish like this. Open up the shoulder and come high. Okay? So, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. And stay with me.
Guys, thank you very much for watching my YouTube channel. This is my book, Triathlon Total. It has 30 chapters out of my 30 years experience as a triathlete. Thank you very much.